and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today, we are talking about my Uber Eats order disappeared, Uber Eats glitch, and scam. Do this to get paid. So I had an incident with an order recently, and I know, this seems like another video I made recently, and it seems to be a pattern that's been happening a lot. I do understand, I do agree with that, but this one got me pissed off to a degree that I feel like not a lot of people are gonna know how to handle this. So with that said, I want to go over what happened during this Uber Eats pickup, how Uber Eats support tried to scam me, and how I ended up getting paid anyway, because that's the goal here. We're here to get paid. But before we do that, let's go over a disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain or is never intended to be legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult with qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that some of the things I will be going over in this video may be market dependent. So what applies to me may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. So I'm picking up an order from a juice bar down here in South Florida called Dr. Juice. And while normally I would just pick up the order, move on to the customer, they said they just got it and it would be a few more minutes, which we both know how that is. Which really means they weren't paying attention to the tablet and now they gotta make the whole order from start to finish as you're there, because clearly they can't do their jobs unless they're being watched like a goddamn child. But that didn't make a whole lot of difference because it was early in the morning and I wasn't getting too many orders anyway. But I'm waiting and answering comments for my YouTube channel while I waited, because why not make the most of my wait time, right? And then I got a random notification from Trip Radar, which really shouldn't be possible to begin with, because I was literally in the restaurant waiting for an order. Like, Trip Radar notifications don't come in when you have an order. So I go to Uber and it turns out the order I had wasn't there anymore. I refreshed the app, still not there. I asked if I was still assigned to the order and it was assigned to some guy named Jason. Who the heck is Jason? So obviously I'm calling Uber Sport because I did not drive all the way to this juice bar just to have the order literally stolen from me. After all, their app glitched. It's their responsibility at the end of the day. First agent that I contacted said that she was going to put me on hold so that way she can transfer me to somebody who can help, and then she hung up on me. Then they changed how their automated call system works for me specifically. They do that. Almost like they're forcing a ghosting situation upon you, making it that much harder for you to actually get to an agent. I go through other support agents that listen to half of what I have to say, ignore me for the rest of the time, claim that they're gonna transfer me to a department that's gonna help, but at the end of the day, no they don't. Because everybody else's responsibilities except for theirs, right? And why not waste your time? Because clearly you can't be doing any other orders at the moment. Thank God this was early in the morning. If this was like the dinner rush, I wouldn't have time to do this. And at some point, I realized that I can't talk to an average support agent because they are effectively more useless than snowshoes in summer. And these morons couldn't listen to me if I was blasting in their ears like heavy metal music. I asked for a supervisor instead of an agent because they're incapable of thinking on their own. And yes, I had to be a Karen about it. Say it as you will. If it takes 8 agents to do one person's job, I have to be a Karen. I don't even think that's being a Karen, in my opinion. I think being a Karen is someone who has literally been freaking out from the start and feels entitled to whatever they want. I was literally doing the right thing by them. I tried the nice way, and nice way wasn't cutting it. They violated the contract. They scammed me. They played some stupid BS game with me for the sake of not wanting to do their job. So not only did they deserve for me to treat them as if I'm a Karen, I genuinely wish the most horrendous entitled woman would make the biggest stink in public live with them to freak out on every single action they make for the rest of their lives. Okay, maybe that's a little too much, but you get my point. I finally get a supervisor on the phone 8 agents later, explain the situation for the 19th time, explained how they violated the contract. I want you to note that phrase, by the way, violated the contract. That's a very important phrase. It doesn't matter what you're talking about, that's the important point. And she paid me what the order value was according to the accept screen, $10.32. There could have been a hidden tip in there, but I wasn't gonna fuss over that. Then she asked me if I could rate her on the service I received, and I told her that I was going to rate her based on the entirety of the experience, not just her. She tried to defend herself like, no, this was just about me. No. You're the supervisor. You are the leading representative of the people who are in that department, and they chose to act that way. I'm gonna be rating you based on your leadership here. Everything rises and falls on leadership. You chose to allow them to misbehave in that way, and you chose not to correct that behavior up until now. That's on you. That's your choice. You had every opportunity to correct that, and you chose not to. Now, I know a lot of people hate dealing with driver support on every platform because sometimes their BS is just bad for your mental health. However, if this becomes a continuous problem and we continuously allow this company to treat us like that, they're going to weaponize that in a way that makes them money. Put it this way, for every time a glitch like that happens, for every time an order gets canceled, that's a $3 fee they're supposed to pay you. And instead of them actually paying you the money you deserve, they implement scripts, systems, auto replies, and messages that not only happen to you once, but to a lot of drivers many times. So $3 to you is many times for many other people. And that's why they do it. If you want to avoid UberEATS support in this situation, I understand. It's a headache, and the outward appearance of being a Karen is frowned upon. But I want to make sure that I receive the money I earned, even if their system is BS. And I still don't believe standing up for yourself is being a Karen in any way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!